Master Ken here with another episode of Master Ken's Privates out at 10th Planet Las Vegas, where students come to grapple with their gambling addiction. Today we are here with Coach Casey.
Yes, sir.
And is that your first name, Coach?
No.
Okay. Are you trying to hide your first name? Is there any sort of reason, or do you have a warrant?
Nothing that I can speak of at the moment.
Okay, no comment on that. Tell us a little bit about your background in this bullshit known as jiu-jitsu.
Well, I started almost 20 years ago, and basically since then I've been training every day. I have a black belt under Eddie Bravo. Been running my own gym for about 12 years. Have some grappling experience, a couple MMA fights, and basically now I just coach.
All right, just one black belt though?
Just one black belt.
Okay, just clarifying for the internet. What technique are you going to show us today?
I'm gonna show a bump sweep to a powder keg.
Bump sweep to a powder keg. All right, so he's going to demonstrate that technique, and then I'm going to show you why this would never work on a case-by-Casey basis.
Coach Casey here from the world famous 10th Planet Las Vegas Jiu-Jitsu. I have the world's best uke, Spencer Ortiz, and what we're gonna do today is a failed bump sweep to a powder keg triangle.
Normally we have the guests explain what they're doing. So we're going to do that again, and we're going to talk during it. If that doesn't make you uncomfortable, you okay with talking? Just to tell people, just to tell the audience what we just saw in an instructional manner.
Yes.
All right, good. Don't want to make you uncomfortable, but that was very quiet.
Coach Casey here with the world famous 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I have the #1 uke on the whole planet, Spencer Ortiz. Today I'm gonna show a failed bump sweep to a powder keg triangle. So, step one, Spencer's in my closed guard. He's got posture, I gotta break him down. So I'm gonna clear the arms, kick him away. I try to hit the sweep, he makes the post. This post arm gives me the opportunity to climb and throw the triangle in, swing the leg around, hips up, clear the arm, 2 hands on the head, get the squeeze and the tap. So there you have the powder keg from a failed bump sweep. Something you can hit on people when they post their arm.
All right, my #1 problem with Casey Kasem's bull technique is that it is the top 40 of the reasons that you should never do 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu bull. This is what happens when you do martial arts, when you're baked out of your mind all day. And I have a lot of issues with this technique, so we're gonna break them down one by one. First thing is, there was a fail-safe, okay? He actually built into the technique what happens when what you do fails. We don't do that in Ameridote because when you fail in the street, you die, okay? So we don't have a plan that says, well, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna do this, and if this doesn't work, I'm gonna do this. Every Ameridote technique works 100% of the time, otherwise you're dead, okay? So that's the first thing. When we get into this kind of guard escape, now, #1, if I'm actually in this position, I'm already in trouble. That's why Ameridote is all about anti-grappling. You don't wanna grapple in the street. Notice how soft and comfortable these mats are, okay? If we were to go out here and do the same technique in the parking lot, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get scuffed up, you're gonna have needles stuck in your back. This is Las Vegas, after all. So you don't wanna be rolling around on the ground in the first place. So first thing I would recommend is if you're going to grapple in the street, carry a blanket of some sort, or wear a cape. okay? So when I find myself here, okay, and I'm dealing with somebody, yes, we have bump techniques, but we don't have failed bump techniques. We have ballistic bump techniques, okay? So I'm gonna grab him by the wrists, okay, and I'm going to bump into the solar plexus. See, like that? I'm using my tailbone to actually knock the wind out of him. I have to tuck my hips up very, very high and just bump, 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 okay? Knocking the wind out of him. That's the first bump. Second bump, I'm actually gonna thread my feet here, okay? Aligning with the groin. Now I'm gonna do another bump. Bump, 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 okay? Striking with the groin, causing pain in the abdomen. Now, taking the leg back out, climbing as he did, but only so that I can bump, 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 okay? Disorienting him, knocking his brain around in his skull, causing him to fall over so that I can finish, as I always do, by re-stomping that groin. All right, that was another episode of Master Ken's Privates. I want to thank Coach Casey Rybeck for showing us how to be under siege in the street. If people want to learn more about you or your school, they can.
You can find me at Coach Casey 10 on Instagram or 10thPlanetLasVegas.com.
And if people want to learn more about our Uki, they can.
Spency22 on Instagram, Spencer Ortiz.
Thanks, Spency. And as always, I'm Master Ken. Tune in next time for another episode of Master Ken's Privates. Us. Thanks for watching our video. Remember, you can order your own personalized video message from me, Master Ken, by going to Cameo. So whether it's a happy birthday, or you want me to tell you, or your instructor, why your martial art is total bullshit, go to Cameo and order your video message today. And remember, always re-stomp that groin.